Welcome, everybody. Say hi when you pop in. Let me know where you're from. If you haven't hit my channel before, hi, I'm Cindy. I explore the inside and the outside. And on Sunday nights, I spend time on YouTube with, my followers who have been patiently waiting for me to sort my life out and get back on the road. But in the meantime, right? Life happens and struggles happen, and it's kind of nice that we've kind of made friends over time, that we're able to support each other and lift each other up on Sunday nights. And it's made this time with the virus a lot more tolerable, right? Pleasant. It's given me some time to actually figure out what's important in my life, and to see, the people who have been lifting me up all this time, who actually support me and actually love me, right? Whether I'm exploring on the outside, whether it's my abandoned farms or abandoned houses, or if I'm on the back roads, or if I'm off on some mindset, adventure, or right. We haven't been able to do much of that as of late, have we? I'm looking forward to things turning back into a little bit of normalcy. Before we start our night, people, I have to say that my boss called me today, and one of the employees at my work has tested positive for the coronavirus. So she's shut us down. So tomorrow I have to go for my testing for the coronavirus. I feel okay. But, the thought that the possibility that a week, like it's exactly a week, because on the 24th, I am scheduled for my vaccine. And yeah. and now we're shut down. So I have to go off tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a very busy day. I'm starting a new live show on Instagram. If you guys want to come in and support me and check out a new live show that I'm doing with one of the English teachers, and that'll be starting tomorrow, plus my regular live shows. That's on Mondays, but I should be done by noon, I would think, and I'll be heading off to go get my testing done for the virus, just to make sure, because we can't open the store unless we know that we're clear, right? So hopefully everything is good, right? Because this is a tough one for me. I think I've done good, with keeping my hands sanitized and keeping my mask on and keeping my distance from work. But there are those times where you go, oops, right? Because people just get a little bit too close. And because I'm a true believer in cause and effect, it causes me to worry, not so much for myself, but for what I may pass along out there. Now, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions or anything, because I am a positive person, and that's how come I can run through my life pretty good. Because I don't worry about these big things, but I need to let everybody know that yes, somebody at my work tested positive for the coronavirus, and so if I want to get back to work on Thursday, I have to go get my vaccine. I have to get tested, and my vaccine is due next Monday, so. Yeah, that would be not good timing, right? That would not be good timing if I got that. But I'm not going to. What do you when you start looking for symptoms and stuff, right? And then you start convincing yourself that you're sick, and then what happens is you get what you think about, right? You get what you think about, and so I want to just do this really fast, go in, get my test, and then the next day I'll get my results, and I'm sure it will be okay. But I thought I should let everybody know, just as a reminder for everybody, we are very, very, very close, people, right? We're very close to be done with this, and it's it's more important than ever to stay on top of these safety measures that these thought leaders out there, and the medical community is encouraging us to do. Um, Hello there, Jonathan. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. And hello, everybody. I got yapping there without saying my hellos to everybody, but let me say some hellos to everybody out here. Andrew, hello, dear. Hi, Owen. I've been working on that letter. I keep getting back and forth, but yeah, we'll work on it a little bit again tonight, maybe, right? And I want to get that off before I start yapping about stuff. But oh, look, an Angry Birds fan is here. Awesome. I really enjoy the diversity of our get-togethers on Sunday nights, and I really love how everybody just communicates and contributes into the conversations out there. And I get lost in some of these conversations, right? So you have to forgive me if I do get lost, but I'm trying to keep track there often. Oh, we're talking back to the Angry Birds fan. So what has everybody been up to this week? This has actually been the first time I sat down. Well, that's not true. I've sat down periodically during the course of the day, but boy, did I get lots done. My sister gave me an upright air conditioner for my apartment. So I spent the day installing it and taping up the windows, making sure everything is insulated properly, washing it down so it's all clean and all the fans and everything are working good. And I turned it on. I turned it off for our live show just because it is a little bit loud. It is a little bit loud, but it seems that it works very, very well. She bought herself a big one for her little apartment. And yeah, she told me $75 I could have it. And in the end, she just told me to have it. But we take care of each other that way. I just noticed that me and my sister, we have this really kind of nice relationship. No expectations or anything, but if she needs something, she asks me. And if I need something, I ask her. And it's been working out really, really well. And I like that. And it was very kind of her to let me have the air conditioner, because otherwise I would have had to dish out some money, right, to have an air conditioner for the summer. And it's supposed to go to 30 Celsius. I'm not quite sure what 30 Celsius is in Fahrenheit. If somebody wanted to calculate that for me, I think that's hitting close to 100. It's in its 90s for sure. Tomorrow's going to be very, very hot. But like I said, tomorrow I was planning on going bottle digging tomorrow, but now it looks like I'll end up standing in line with people getting tested for the coronavirus. And I'm going to have to make sure that I stay very, very safe. I do believe in cause and effect. And even though it's not my fault, if I pass the flu on, if I didn't practice proper sanitation and covering my face properly, right, and keeping my distance, and we make mistakes, right? We get a little bit close sometimes, and that's why I think it's a good thing for this to be kind of a lesson for everybody, right? That you can be as safe as you want, but if it's meant to hit you, it's meant to hit you. So I'm just gonna take care of myself, take some vitamins, right? Maybe I'll take some iron pills, boost the oxygen in my blood a little bit, right? And yeah, and it'll all be good. But I just wanted you to know. Oh, okay, Andrew, I'll check that out. Yes, I wanted that. Yeah, I can't believe that. And you were here last Sunday and you never said anything, Andrew. I hope you got my emails. I sent you some emails, but I guess maybe this was the reply. You replied to me today. Did Nancy get a hold of you, Andrew? Nancy was concerned for you too when she heard about your staph infection. I can't believe that. And it reached your heart, eh? that staph infection. How are you feeling now, Andrew? How are you feeling now? Hello, Nancy. Bye, Nancy. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Nancy's keeping her phone and her utilities going the best that she can, right? But wasn't that nice that she popped in just to say hello, right? Yeah, it was really nice of her, right? But we adapt and we conquer. We do the best we can during these times, right? We do the best that we can. I got 2 cups of coffee going on here. I wanted to finish this one here, but I made myself a fresh one because I know our live shows go for an hour and a half. And I was so proud of myself at getting done right away. I did 3 loads of laundry today. I pulled all my furniture, rearranged everything so that the air conditioner had a space. And it worked out absolutely fine. My desk is a little bit shorter now, but I don't need that extra space. And it's a good excuse for me to keep things tidy. It's a good excuse for me to keep things tidy by having the desk smaller, right? The larger the desk, then let me pull the microphone up a little bit closer today. Yeah. So what's everybody been out there? Yeah, I'll watch for my email. Oh, that's good to know, Andrew. Yeah, that makes me happy. You're still weak, eh? And sore. I'm gonna mail you something, Andrew. Keep your eyes open in the mail. I'll get it sorted right away and I'll get it off to you right away. It'll cheer you up. I know it will. But don't overdo it, Andrew. Try not to overdo it, right? Try to take it easy for a little bit. Don't let the swelling go on your legs and stuff. Don't make things anything worse. I hope the antibiotics have been working. Oh, Melvin's here. Hi, Melvin. Hey, Melvin, how's it going? Oh, that fresh cup of coffee is so much better than that lukewarm one that I made. Maybe I won't finish the other one. Yeah, so we're off work until Thursday. So you know what? I'm sure I'll have my test. If I go in and get my test tomorrow, I'll have it within 24 hours. So maybe Wednesday I'll go out. Tuesday or Wednesday I'll go out bottle digging. But today I wanted to stay home, get things done. I had a couple of live shows. Wanted to cover some topics for a new live show that I'm starting tomorrow with one of the English teachers. She asked me to join her on a live show on Monday. So I decided that I would do a live show with her on Mondays. Also, yeah, just busy, just getting things done, just so that I could feel good. And won't it be nice? I'm ready for, I appreciate the hours. I appreciate that I get to work full time during the coronavirus, but we got shut down until all the employees can have their tests to make sure that they're plague free, COVID free, right? And then we'll be back at work. So, but it'll be 24 hours before the test gets back to me. And because she already said that we can't open till minimum Thursday. So we'll see how it goes. What a shame. We were doing so good through the entire coronavirus. We were such a jewel for the city, for the vulnerable, for the people who needed a little something without advertising it to the city and stuff. To be able to have our store open so people could feel like human beings. And we were so good at keeping our hands clean and keeping the surfaces clean and everything. And then to have one of our employees get the coronavirus, it's kind of disheartening. But you know what? It is what it is. And we adapt and we conquer and, do our very best. And especially in this building, right? I'm not sure how many people in this building have had their their vaccine, just like in other cities in North America or around the world. I don't know what's been going around the world, but here in Manitoba, there is a debate about whether to get your vaccine or not get your vaccine, and no judgment out there. But if I get my vaccine and I don't properly sanitize my hands and I accidentally pass that virus that I picked up on a surface and I transfer it to another surface where somebody touches it, I mean, it's still cause and effect in the end, right? So that's why it's so important that we do get the vaccine, in my opinion, right? Just to keep everybody safe, and not just to keep people safe, but to keep that karma off of people. Because even though, there wasn't intent in getting anybody sick, we still get people sick, and we stop people in the movement, in their journey, in their purposes, and the things that they were supposed to accomplish in this life, right? So yeah, it's unfortunately just something we got to do. So yeah, we'll get that test done tomorrow, and after my live show tonight, I'll figure out what I have to do and where I need to go, and I'll go and have my test done to make sure that I'm clear. And then if everything's clear, I have a couple of days to unwind, because I was just thinking how pooped I was getting. I was getting pretty pooped, and how I was ready for a little bit of a break, right? How I was ready for a little bit of a break. I work full time, but they've been relying on me a little bit, with people not feeling well and a little bit of changes going on and stuff. And I picked up those extra hours and stuff, hoping that it was going to get me ahead and stuff. But yeah, I've got some nice things, and we are making money. We are selling things and putting a little bit of money away. We have over $1,000 saved, and along with the paycheck, that's already $1,700 that I have towards a car. But I need at least another $2,000 in order to get something safety, something good enough to get onto the road, right? Okay. I love that movie, Poseidon Adventure, Andrew. It was one of my favorite movies. I thought Shelley Winters was such a great actress. I thought she was one of the big ones, right? But because I guess maybe she wasn't as beautiful as some of the others, right? That maybe that's why she didn't get the credit due to her. But she did some really, really great performances. Remember Cat on the Red Hot Roof? Yeah. And then she did, she did a few that were really, really good. And she was a beautiful woman, but I know she had weight problems and stuff, right? Let me know what's been going on with your week, guys. I know you sent me an email, and I'll be sure to check my emails. I'm looking at them right now. You guys, I have 247 emails. And I just checked them a couple of days ago, right? I haven't been online too much in the past few days, only because I used up my data for the month on my phone, and it's going to be a big bill. But they're trying to squeeze me into a corner so that I pick up an extra plan that's going to cost me an extra $50 a month. Plus, on top of that, they charge you $50 to change your service charges. So it's just ways. So, kind of tick me off. And I'll just say, you know what? I'll pay that little bit extra money if I have to pay that extra money. But no, I don't need. I'll just keep a better eye on my data, right? And I'll make sure that I'm tapped in and I'm connected to my, right? Because that's why I have my internet here, is so that I could use my Wi-Fi when I'm working and stuff and not use the data on my phone, right? I know lots of people who hang out with me are not digitally inclined. So I don't know, and I don't often talk about, these technology terms and stuff, but, because I work in social media and stuff, it's easy for me just to talk about it. And I just got to remember that not everybody understands it, especially, I got a lot of baby boomers and stuff that kind of hang out with me on Sunday nights, right? So, It's like my mom, we'd buy her a universal remote control and she would be so angry. She hated technology, but yet she was really, really good with video games like Nintendo and stuff. She could sit and play those Nintendo games for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, she didn't like remote controls or computers. It would just really, truly, truly frustrate her, right? Oh, you had COVID, Jonathan? You had COVID, or COVID got to your work? Yeah, I'm very lucky, like I said, to have had a full-time job during the coronavirus. I'm very grateful, right? But I was due for a couple of days off. So if I look at it that way, and I think I've been good. I think I have followed the rules pretty good. I think I have been paying extra good attention when it comes to sanitation, that I've been representing the company well and representing what the mayor, right? Because if he gives us a little bit of rope, that isn't for us to take advantage of it. He just understands that emotionally people can't take too much more, right? So, he tries to give a little bit of leniency and a little bit of leeway for people, but we are locked down, right? So if we do have that leeway, and being a charity, us being allowed to be open, and it did so much good for the vulnerable, even for regular people who were coming in, for the resellers, for the mums and stuff who just needed 20 minutes or half an hour just to spend feeling like a human being and finding some nice things, but yet not spending hard earned money that they need to put milk on the kids' cereal or pay their bills and stuff, that they can manage to spend $5 and be able to find a few little luxuries or pleasures for the kids or something, right? Or even pleasures for themselves. I find such amazing things, right? I'm so grateful. I can't say it enough. I love my job, right? It's not my dream job. It's not my dream job. But boy, like, look at all that earthenware behind me, you guys. Look at all of that. I bought all that at work. I picked it up. Well, when I first started there, I was getting it for 50 cents and $1 and stuff, but they know I love it now. So they know the value. So now it's like $3.50, for the good pieces and stuff. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll sell some of those pieces. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep that displayed. But then on the other hand, maybe me and my sister will open up our own little thrift shop, right? I came up with a good one. The good name for it, calling it earthenware, WEAR, but 2 words, right? And have my earthenware, sell my vintage bohemian clothes and blouses and stuff that I've been picking up, all those wonderful, wonderful brands, right? And then just little maybe homemade soaps and my crystals, maybe have a little tarot reading table there, right? A little mindset, life coaching at the same time. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know, Jonathan. Yeah, I hope you stay that way too. Yeah. Jonathan was actually one of the gentlemen who went through that mentorship program with me earlier in the year, and he was absolute. That's Jay and I that I'm talking about, right? Yeah, he went through the mentorship program with me, and we both got jobs. We both got work because we stuck with the program. And yeah, we were never, well, Jonathan was late a few times, but I made it through without being late, without missing a day that whole time, right? And we worked and went to class at the same time. It was fun. It was fun. making ourselves accountable like that. And me and Jonathan got to be good friends. We spent our lunches together, and he'd help me out, right? When I was broke and stuff, he would buy me coffee, before class or after class or on our lunch breaks and stuff. Yeah, very, very, very nice guy, right? Very nice guy on his own journey, right? On his own journey too. Just like all of us here, but yeah, I really like Jonathan, and I'm really pleased that he made it to our channel. That he's, and he's been consistently coming to hang out here, not just here too, but he hangs out and he gives me the thumbs up and stuff. Don't think I don't notice, Jonathan, that all that love that you send me on my Instagram too. I notice and I see that, right? Yeah, my live shows are getting pretty deep now on as I learn, right? Because I'm doing Think Rubicon. I'm doing that, Malvin. I'm doing that. I look out my window every single night, right? All the time. And I look to see if that Jeep is sitting out there with a great big bow on it. I'll know it's for me. Oh, I'll be the most excited person in the whole world. I would be the most excited person in the whole world. What a great vehicle for me, too. And then I would be back on the road, right? Making YouTube videos and passing around that good cheer. It's important. We need to connect more with Mother Nature. We truly, truly do, right? Yeah, it healed me lots. I just loved being out there. I loved, hanging out and hanging out with, remember I was making my fort out there, out on raised land and stuff. That was so much fun. I had no idea what I was doing. Oh my goodness, but I had so much fun. And then I got stuck in that great big snowstorm out there. And I was afraid that the car was going to get snowed in there. And yeah, the tent caved in on me in my sleep and everything. Yeah, it was funny. It was lots of fun. It was scary, but it was fun. But I was sure happy to get home and crawl into my own bed. Hi, Kathy. How's everything going? Oh, Kathy's here now too. Kathy is Nichols, you guys. I know you have different call names. I know all your names because you guys message me and email and me and everything. So I know everybody's name. I think Owen's name is actually Owen. But hi, Kathy. It's nice to have you hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, you got in a little bit late, so you don't know that I'm getting tested for the coronavirus tomorrow. I have to go and get tested. One of the people that I work with got tested positive for the coronavirus, so I have to go in and get tested too. So hopefully everything is good. I feel okay. I think everything is fine, right? But yeah, the stores shut down until Thursday. So that will give me a couple of extra days for rest. And I hope the person that got the virus is safe. My only worry is that, a couple of the people that I work with are more mature, right? And one of them goes home because she's a caregiver for her mother too, on top of that, who's well into her 80s, maybe into her 90s, right? So, we've been trying to keep her really safe. Even when the stores closed at night and everything, we've been keeping all these masks on and everything, just specifically just to get that extra level of protection to make sure that the people that we work with, stay healthy. So I hope that we're all okay. I guess we'll find out in the next couple of days. And yeah, maybe we'll have to make some arrangements for some, extra help from some of the other stores to come in and help us go. But, with only 3 people being allowed in the store at any given time too, right? Because the mayor has shut us down too. So we're only allowed 3 people and they're allowed a half an hour. And they're pretty cranky. I've had more than a few people crank at me, but at the same time, I had a gentleman last weekend. He really gave it to me. I asked a question about the auction and I went and offered my opinion. He said, I wasn't talking to you and I was talking to him and now I'm getting 2 answers. And he was really, really angry. So I went, oh, okay. And I walked away, right? And then about 15 minutes later, he tracked me down in the store to apologize, right? And tell me how sorry he was and how he was having a moment. And I told him how nice it was because it did hurt my feelings. Because, even though I act tough and stuff, and there are some things I let go, right? Because you can't do anything about it, right? If you can't do something about it, I usually will not pound myself on it. But there are some things that happen, and you think you take those moments and you have to stop and you have to think, well, was there something in what he said? Did I really truly butt in when my opinion wasn't needed? Or, so I was asking myself these questions, and it would have bothered me all day, right? Because it was right at the beginning of my day, and already I had a customer terribly, terribly upset with me, right? But then he tracked me down and he apologized sincerely, like sincerely apologized to me. And I thought, how amazing is that, right? How amazing is that somebody there's not enough of it out in the world, right? We all hurt each other all the time. And we have this kind of attitude like, get over it, right? Get over it. And I think, no, you can't go around hurting people. Like people out there are people out there who are very, very sensitive, right? Who are very sensitive. And when you say things to them, they take it to heart, right? They take it to heart and they'll beat themselves up, right? Because, they've experienced that earlier in their life from other people. So now if nobody's around, they'll just do it to themselves. It's just nature, right? So it's very unkind to not apologize when you're wrong. And people know when they've hurt other people's feelings. So even if you're right, and that's again another reason why, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. I believe in that and I don't believe in that, right? But the thing is, you don't want people to have misconceptions. You don't want people to be going down the wrong roads. You need to sort them out when they are truly, really, really off track. But at the same time, there's a way of going about it and making them feel bad or making them feel guilt or shame. And I don't know how come I got wrapped up into this conversation, but I'll be pulling myself out of it real quick because I keep things positive, right? Sunday nights is all about holding each other up and having a good time and, right, keeping in touch, letting each other know that we're okay, right? That everybody's okay. Oh, William's here tonight too. You made it, William. You made it this week. Yeah. He feels bad when he doesn't make it to the lives, and he'll message me if he misses the live shows, right? Not a big deal, William. You don't have to message me. If you don't make the live shows, you don't make the live shows. But it's really awesome that you're here tonight, right? It's really awesome that you're here tonight. But yeah, Andrew, I hope you're feeling okay. Are you still in the hospital, Andrew? Are you still in the hospital? Or do you have home care? Yeah, come on, you guys. We're getting through this together, right? We're so close. We're so close, everybody. But I am pleased with how this day went today. I got lots done. I am pooped today, but I'm pleasantly pooped, right? I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I got all of this done. I've got an air conditioner. Holy moly, another big check off the list of things that I needed to get accomplished. And it just happened. It's just like little miracles for me. The things, the way things pop up when I need them and everything. And, I know I'm supposed to expect these things and ask these things and expect them, but I don't ask for too much for myself and I don't have too much expectations, right? But there are certain things when I need them, I can fixate on those things that I need, but somehow they always tend to show up and not just show up like, oh, somewhere's down the road, like right away. Things show up for me right away. I hope everybody else has been doing okay, right? Nancy had a pretty bad staph infection last winter too, and it was, I'm not sure if it got to her heart, but I tell you, the surface of her body. Oh my goodness, that poor woman. So when you told me you got a staph infection too, Andrew, and it reached your heart, I just went into frantic mode. I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't believe that you were at the live show, and you never said anything. But I really hope that you're feeling much better. I really hope that you're feeling much better, and I really do hope that you are out of the hospital. I really do hope that you're out of the hospital. But yeah, still taking IVs and stuff, right? Yeah, he never said anything, right? It was just like, and that's why it's important for us to hold each other up when we're not feeling well, right? Or at the very least that we can support each other emotionally. And yeah, bad Andrew, right? But you know what? I also understand. I understand that lots of times we want to go through things on our own, that we don't want to feel like we're a bother to other people, or maybe even sometimes we feel like we don't have the right to not feel good, or have the right to complain or grumble about the things that come across our paths that don't make us feel good, right? Hold on one second. I think my sister's here. Oh, I guess not. I thought she was, but she'll just walk in. She'll just walk into the apartment. I just unlocked the door, so if she wants to come down. If she wants to come down, oh, I know I'm all sore today. I worked hard. Right, but you do it. You have one day, if you have 2 days off, one of those days has got to be the house, right? You have laundry that accumulates during the week, and Cindy loves her brand name clothing and stuff, and likes to wear a nice outfit every day, and I really like my clothes. I do. I have a very nice wardrobe. It's going to be thinned out right away. We're going to get a mannequin. We're going to get rid of some of it. And yeah, I put together a really nice sense of style. It's kind of neat. I was saying that, I picked these things for my house and my household. And I picked these things, and they're things that I love, right? Lots of times they go, oh, I'll buy that because it fits, right? Or I'll buy that because that top is cheap. I can't afford that one, but I can afford this one. So, even with underwear and stuff, there's a huge difference between a pair of Hanes briefs and a pair of Marilyn Monroe underwear, right? Besides the price, right? Because you can get them for $1 and brand new. And yet, if you were to buy them on eBay, they would be $25 a pair. Who buys $25 underwear? Certainly not me. I would never spend $25 on a pair of underwear, not in a million years, right? And we think of these things, and this is why we buy the party packs, the Hanes party packs, just to save money. So you get 10 pairs, but they're not pretty underwear, right? They make you feel like granny panties, and you wear those for your husband. I mean, right? You got to think of the relationship, putting that little bit of spice into the relationship too, right? So it makes all the difference, and you can really, truly, truly notice the quality when you spend a little bit of money. So I'm very grateful for the job that I have, that I'm able to work in a thrift store and pick up designer clothes, right? And I even gave a couple of pieces to my sister because I know they're worth. I know we could get $50 if I only paid $4 or $3 or $4 for them, right? We might as well just sell them and put that money in towards the pot, towards the vehicle, right? So even though physically I'm not saving money, I'm saving quite a bit of money with the purchases that I'm buying. Like for this week, I picked up quite a few things. I picked up a pair of sunglasses. I picked up a serving bowl. I picked up a decorative bowl. I picked up Oh, something really, really neat I picked up, you guys. Where is it? This right here. Holy moly, this is pretty spectacular. I paid $2.50 for this. This is how technology goes, right? This is for when I go back camping, when I get back on the road, right? Because we know there's no service. There's no, right? I'm camping. There's no electrical plugs or anything for anything that I need. And I found this at work. I paid $2.50 for it. Does anybody know what this is? Take a wild guess and see who knows what this is. We'll see who comes up with the answer first. There's no prize except for the pride in being a smarty pants, right? And having the right answer. We'll see who has the right answer. I'm sure somebody does. I'll hold it up close so that you can see actually what it is, right? And I gave you some good hints when I was talking about it. Exactly, Kathy. $2.50. Look at it. There's a USB port right here, right? And then the instructions, right? There's the instructions for it and the ampage and everything that I get for it. And it doesn't store power. It doesn't store power, but what you can do is you can plug your appliance in there. You can plug your phone or your DVD player or your CD player, anything that works out of a USB port. You can plug this in and charge it. So if the end of the world comes, right? The end of the world comes and I have this and I can just hold it up to the sun with my phone plugged into it, right? Every few days, just like a SOS and to the world, right? I would just go, hey, Google, I'm still here. I'm still here. Track me down. Come and get me. $2.50. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's got to be. I've never seen one before. I don't know how much it's worth, right? So I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to trying it out, right? I'm looking forward to try, and it folds right up just like that, just like a little wallet, right? And it's got little hoops and stuff. So I guess I could put it on the dash of my car and just wrap it around the handles or hang it from a tree or whatever I want to do with it. So I thought that was pretty cool, right? Yeah, I picked up a few things. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, it's just my phone, my notifications and stuff going on my phone. Yeah, it was unfortunate that I used all that data on my phone, but it won't happen again. I accidentally had the data off. And yeah, I used up all my data going live on my live shows during the day on Instagram. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about my charger and getting that used. But I got lots of things. Like I said, I picked up a few blouses for myself for summer. I picked up some work shoes, and I picked up a pair of sandals. And I'm still looking for a pair of shoes so that I can wear some of the dresses that I bought for work, right? Because, obviously I have those nice dresses. I want to wear them. I wear these ones because they're like my house dresses, right? These are my, right? They're all dirty. They're all dirty, but yeah, I really like my Mexican house dresses. You get up in the morning, you put it on, and they're really, really comfy, right? They're really comfy and yeah, and you wear them all day. I just worried because today I was all about the bleach, right? Bleaching the floor, bleaching the walls, bleaching the new air conditioner. I got my new air conditioner all set up and everything, so I was pretty excited about that. And I only turned it off just because I was doing my live show, and I didn't want that loudness to interfere, right? Here, let's turn my, it might be a little bit early for my lights. Oh, a little bit. Adds a little bit of color. I got the blue on today. I really like my light stripping around my big window. I wish it would rain some more so that they would clean the dust and all the gook off of my big windows. I have a beautiful views. I'm going to lose the view from my legislative, I think, because the leaves are filling in on the tree out in front of my window, and it's going to block the view of my my beautiful view of the Golden Boy, Hermes, right? It's on the top of the legislative building. But there is a small gap. Maybe we'll see. I'll keep everybody posted with the pictures. Every once in a while, I'll turn the camera around so everybody can look out the window. I wonder if you guys could see, if I turn the camera around right now, if you guys would be able to see outside the window. Do you want to try? Let's try here and see if you guys can see. The sun's starting to go down too. So let's see if you can see. Can everybody see out the window here? This is my city. This is Winnipeg, Manitoba at dusk, but you can see how dirty my windows are too, right? Yeah, it's the sunset coming now, so you can't really see. You can't really see. Well, you can see the church steeple there. Yeah, but you can't really see much because the sun's starting to go down a little bit right now. Let's just get that back the way it was, and we can sit right down again. Yeah, but it's not really a nice view, but I will and that's the time. I think time will slowly be going back, right? Oh, good. Yeah, that sun is pretty bright, and I don't like to keep blinds in my window. And actually, right before my last chore was to put the blinds back in the bedroom window. But I think I'm going to remove those too, right? Because it'll be nice at night to lay in bed and watch the rain and watch the thunderstorms in the evening. And once June hits, June is our rainy season here in Winnipeg, right? We get some pretty wicked storms in Winnipeg in June. So I'll be looking forward to that. And let's get back to some normalcy. You know, the mayor says if we can get to 75% in our vaccinations, he'll open up the province again, and things can go back to normal. But 75%, that's a ways still, right? And I have my appointment for my vaccine for next Monday, but I do have to go in tomorrow and get tested. It's unfortunate that other employee got the coronavirus, right? Hopefully, like I said, that we were all safe enough and took enough precautions as co-workers at work that none of us got sick. That would show us up well, right? Because we can't always, right? Because some of us have family, and we have to depend that the rest of our family and people that we associate are holding up to those standards and sanitization and stuff. But because I spend my life pretty much by myself outside of work, right? I don't really have the opportunity to get in contact with other people and spread or get the virus myself. But unfortunately, because it did come into the store, it's nobody's fault. It happened, right? It happened. But yeah, I do worry about my contribution to cause and effect, right? That if I should get somebody else sick, I would be very heartbroken over that, right? So it's important for me to do the very best that I can. And like I said, I hope I stayed safe enough, and I think I did. You know, I think I did pretty good, because I wanted to show everybody properly, right, that we had that privilege to keep our store open, and I knew the odds weren't very good that we were going to get through the whole process of the coronavirus and not one of us gets sick, especially when we've had so many cases, right? But at the same time, we were so close. We were so close, right? So my job is to stay healthy for just another week, exactly 1 week from today, because next Monday is my appointment, right? Because I had to schedule it for Monday because that's my day off from work, and I already let my boss know and everything. So I only had to make it until next Monday. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah. So I'll get tested tomorrow, and I'll have my results in 24 hours, and I'm sure it'll be fine. And I'll have those 2 days of rest. And remember what I said, right? When I want something as of late, right? I just give it a thought, and things just happen to make it happen. And I did mention, I could sure use a couple of extra days off, and look what happened. I got an extra couple of days off, right? Tomorrow is a little bit more running around. Like tomorrow, I was going to go bottle digging tomorrow, but you know what? We're closed until Thursday. I have Tuesday and Wednesday off. I will go bottle digging on Tuesday or Wednesday, right? It'll be lots of fun. And I have my extra phone here that, I can take some, maybe make a YouTube video and make it in an explore day, right? Going bottle digging. The water is so low here. It's never been so low. And they actually, on the news, they were talking about the bottles in the banks and stuff protruding and being visible and stuff. So I know lots of people are bottle digging right now, and I hope nobody found my bottle dump. 2.5 years I've been digging that bottle dump right across from the Forks, one of the most busiest places, one of the biggest tourist destinations in Winnipeg, and I'm right across the river, and I'm hanging off of roots and the trees and the banks, and I'm just digging away, and the ferry buses are going slow and coming right up beside me and letting their tourists see what I'm up to, and yeah, it's lots of fun. It's lots of fun, but it's a miracle, right? That I've been able to have that dump for the past 3 years. It's brought me lots of joy, right? And it's funny that I can do these things and have these adventures and just do them by myself and not be having to be entertained by other people, right? I think that's pretty neat. I think that's an aspect of myself that I don't need that company, that I'm totally self-sufficient on my own, right? The official stuff, I'm not very good at, right? But you know what? It is what it is. I work on it the best I can, hack away at it, even if it's just baby steps. But you know what? A lot of other aspects of my life, I've got bang on, right? I know I do, right? I know I do. Yeah, I like my sunsets. I like my sunsets here in Manitoba. We have a lot of blue sky. We get more blue sky than anywhere else in Canada, even though it's so cold here in the winter, right? But in the past week or so, it's been dark and dreary, and yeah, the clouds are just parting and thinning out a little bit now. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be really nice. And you know what? Maybe 30 above is just too hot to be bottle digging all day. It's going to be really hot outside tomorrow. 30 Celsius, people. What is that, you guys, in Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius? I think it's probably about the same, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so it'll be a little bit cooler, hopefully, the next day. And the thing is, I'm still going to be standing in the sun tomorrow. I might have to take my camping chair with me. I don't know how long I'll have to stand in line to get tested, right? So, and I want to make sure that I'm staying safe because other people are getting tested too. So it's really important that I stay extra safe and have that extra sanitizer. I got some sanitizer wipes and everything. I'll make sure I take those with me, and I'll make sure I take a change of mask so that I can change my mask and get all that yucky old stuff that I've been breathing in, during the course of the wait to get tested. And maybe they'll just give me my vaccination, right? Just because I'm getting tested for the virus, maybe they'll give me the vaccine at the same time. Probably not, but it's a thought anyway. I'm still getting it next Monday. I've got my time slot, so I'm happy with that, right? We're getting close, people. We're getting close to coming out of this, and everybody should look for other ways to kind of bring in a living, right? Because it's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of unemployment out there. There's going to be a big recession. It's going to look right. There's going to be a lot of progress too, because that's how entrepreneurs work, right? And opportunity arises and need arises, and an entrepreneur will solve that problem if there's a problem, right? So there's a lot of innovation, but at the same time, there's going to be a huge recession. I think Monday is going to be tight. There's going to be things are going to be tight. The recession's going to be causing us a little bit of trouble along the way. But you know what? Maybe we could do a little bit extra gardening, even if it's just making herbs for the kitchen window and stuff, right? We can do these things. If we can teach the kids to sew, maybe the kids would love to learn to sew. During the coronavirus, people were coming into the store all the time to buy linens and outfits, and they were all like rearranging it and changing it into new styles and stuff and learning to sew. And it was very inspiring to see especially the teenage girls and stuff pick up some of these habits, learn to cook, learn to sew, right? Hopefully, the boys were in the garages with their dads or their neighbors and stuff, working and piddling around with cars, because that will be handy dandy too, right? Because people will be buying beaters. People won't be buying brand new cars, right? They'll be buying beaters. And how amazing if you had a beater and you're able to keep it on the road and maintain the repairs and stuff on your own. Dave's here too. Hi, Dave. Thank you. They go with my Mexican dress. I picked it. I bought these ones about a month ago, and I bought them specifically for my Mexican dresses. I have a lot of jewelry. I have so much jewelry, it would make your head spin, right? But I only do stretchy bracelets, and I do earrings for jewelry. Like, I don't do necklaces. I do have some pendants, only because I collect owls. So I have some owl necklaces, but other than that, I don't do jewelry, right? I'm going to start wearing my headbands again because I've been growing some of these pieces here. I have some cowlicks right now because I'm trying to grow these longer. It's going to be my comb over, right? Because I'm getting older, I have these thinning spots right here, right? Where the hair is thinning out a little bit right here. See it right here? So I thought I would grow these pieces that are right on the top and the front. I'd grow them out long and just kind of use them like comb overs so that you don't see those spots. It helps that I'm blonde too. It helps that I'm blonde, right? Yeah, there was a period there that I think I went like, oh my goodness, I think I like went 4 or 5 years with dark hair. Dark hair. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I've always been blonde for most of my life, right? But, I thought that dark hair, and I'd use those funky auburn colors, those red tones and stuff. It was so hard to get that color out of my hair. But I like to do that bright purple bangs and stuff. So, and because I thought it made my blue eyes stand out, that I thought maybe, dark hair would be nice for a change. But all it did was make my skin look ruddy and make me look tired and make me look so much older, right? Than what I was, right? Do you remember me with my dark hair? And don't I look younger now than I did back then? I feel a lot younger. I was actually contemplating that. Oh, maybe it was even today while I was doing my housework today, or maybe it was somebody in the lessons was having some lessons about aging and aging healthy and how it's in our minds, right? When we think about our ages and talk about our ages and stuff. And I talk about my age all the time just because I don't feel my age. Like, I don't feel the aches and the pains, and I don't have those old age problems, right? Except maybe my eyes. But you know what? I've been wearing heavy duty prescriptions since, my late 20s already. So, I don't think it has anything to do with my eyesight doesn't have anything to do with my age, right? Yeah, I haven't really changed my prescription itself for well over a decade. Anyway, my prescription has been pretty much the same, right? So I'm very grateful, but it was also in a post, right? And I believe that it's true. I believe that I'm so healthy because I used it as kind of what do you call that? An affirmation, right? Affirmation. I am healthy, right? I am healthy. I feel great. I'm so grateful to have my good health. And I did that my whole life, when I was fat and overweight and stuff, and people would call me terrible names. And, my retaliation or my response was always, well, at least I have my good health. At least I'm healthy. And it was only because I saw so much unhealthiness around me, right? With my dad's heart disease and his hardening of the arteries, his angina, my mother's 12 different kinds of rheumatoid arthritis, and her hands locking up, and how much pain, and the operations and stuff that she had to go through, and how she actually had to retire early and everything because of those problems that she had with her health, right? So, I think specifically my health is specifically linked with the fact that I was always vocal about how good my health is. And I continue to say, I even wake up now and say, every day I can see better and better. Every day my eyesight gets better and better and better, because I'm trying to get out of my glasses now. I'm trying to get out of my glasses. So, I say, I don't know if they'll ever work. I even put my hands over my eyes and I say it, right? Every day my eyesight get better and better. Pretty soon I won't have to wear my glasses. I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to never having to wear my glasses again, right? Positive affirmations, right? Positive talk like that concerning my health and any issues and stuff that I want to take care of or wish and we're in a different frame of being, right? Of being. Yeah, so I do attribute that to my mindset, right? And I truly believe in positive reinforcement. I really truly believe that. I truly believe what we think about, we become, right? And that's why it's important for me to just always reaffirm my good health and how great I feel and how lucky and grateful I am that at my age that I could hop on my bike and go for a bike ride and enjoy my life physically, when lots of people struggle just going from the apartment down to go see the doctor or to the grocery store, right? I see some people my age and how they struggle with migraine headaches and aches and pains, and their old age starting to set in and stuff, right? And it stops you. It stops you from being physical. It stops you to want to contribute physically to your own well-being, doesn't it, when you're not feeling good, right? And then there are those other issues. And when you're not feeling good, well, then what happens is you break yourself down a little bit. And then what happens is something does terribly happen to you, like what happened to Andrew, right? With the staph infection and everything. And I'm so sorry, Andrew, that you got sick that way. That was absolutely incredulous that it happened. But also I'm very, very grateful that you noticed when you did, that you got yourself to a doctor, that you noticed that something wasn't right and you got on it right away, that you took care of yourself. So I'm very, very grateful for that, right? It shows your spidey senses. It shows how in tune you are to your body, and how you take care of yourself, right? How you take care of yourself. Yeah, you do take care of yourself. And I know you say don't resuscitate and stuff like that, but you know what? You love on yourself, Andrew, and you're no good to anybody unless you're with us, unless you're taking care of yourself, right? So I hope everybody out there is taking care of yourself. Let's take a look at some of these comments here. But thank you for the compliment on the earrings, Dave. I appreciate that. No, thank you very much. The Sinead O'Connor. She had a very, very pretty face, right? And you have a pretty face, and if you have a nice shaped skull cap, you can get away with things like that. I look good in hats, but I look very good in hair. I'll keep my hair, right? And I'm very grateful for the curly hair too. Like, this is my second day in a row that I haven't washed my hair. All I did was put it in a ponytail, right? Takes 2 minutes and bang, my hair is done, right? It was an amazing day off today. It was all spent in getting my place ready, getting my apartment looking nice. And my flowers are doing so good, right? One of the gentlemen at my work, his mother bought me these flowers for Mother's Day for being a mother to my cat, right? And I absolutely love them. They gave me so much joy, and I think I might continue the tradition with these kind of little plants. You know what? This it needs some water. I'll make sure that I give it some water tonight. But, I want to continue this tradition. I've been getting a lot of enjoyment. And you know what? Maybe that's the answer. When you can't get out into Mother Nature itself, maybe you can bring another Mother Nature to you, right? Maybe you can bring Mother Nature into your own life just by bringing in a plant, right? A garden pot with a pretty little plant, and just take care of it. I haven't done much for it. Like I said, it needs to be watered. I haven't even watered it, but I sure have been enjoying looking at it consistently, right? And yeah, actually, I'm just going to leave it here so that I know after the live show that I have to take it to the kitchen counter. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat that I got this solar panel. It's a solar panel, people, right? It's a solar panel. It's got 4 panels. And it's got all kinds of different hooks and stuff, so I can hang it from a tree or hang it or put it on top of the car or anywhere. And I could charge my phone and my CD players or any of my electrical tools and stuff. It's got a little USB port, right? So I thought that was so cool. Yeah, I'll get lots of use of that. And because I'm a true believer that it may come to the point where we're actually in a state where, only the privileged are going to be able to have internet or be able to connect this way like we're connecting now. And maybe that's a little bit of the idea when I'm searching out the content that I'm searching out, because I'm worried that maybe, that information and those videos won't be available to me again, right? That something might happen to make it so that these contents or this information might not be so readily available to me. And so maybe that's the idea why I've been getting books and things too, right? And this is Tony Robbins. This is when he was very young. Do you guys recognize Tony Robbins? This is one of the gentlemen that I follow online, right? And this is his book, Awaken the Giant Within, How to Take Immediate Control of Your Mental, Emotional, Physical, and Financial Destiny. Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins, eh? I wonder if in his family, his wife and his kids and, right, his family members call him Anthony, or if they call him Tony. I would be interested to know that. But yeah, I've been slowly digging through this book, and I try to make a point of reading a little bit. I have to backtrack a little bit when I do it that way, because I forget what I was reading the night before, right? So lots of times I'll have to go over a couple of pages. Oh, okay, that's what I was left off. That was what he was talking about. Okay, let's read the next couple of chapters, right? And then I'll do that. Oh, Dave, what a great idea. Right? What a great idea. I would love to do the fort. Oh my goodness, if I could have the car back, my sister would let me do the fort. I could spend my days off working on the fort, and we could do another round, right? Of my bushcraft videos, right? My bushcraft videos, Surviving Cindy. That was so much fun. That was. And I would do a better job, right? I would do a better job, and it would ground me, and it would make me come back to my YouTube channel kind of in the direction that I want to be going in too, right? But of course, I'll have to mix in the mindset and the mindfulness at the same time. I'll have to mix it in with that too. But these are things that I could do, like talks around the fire. I could pick topics and poke around in the fire. I want to put a fireplace in it this summer, right? So I have a fireplace in there. I moved all the bricks. I remember like the last couple of shows on the last series that I did, I went and hauled all these big bricks so I could build that fire pit, right? And all I needed was the galvanized piping to exhaust right? To keep the place vented properly. Yes. That's what we want to do, people. Right? Cindy needs a vehicle. Something will happen. Right? I'm not hoping. I'm not wishing. I'm not depending. I'm just waiting to be inspired. And soon as that opportunity that arises that says, okay, if you do this, Cindy, then you'll be able to oh, what did I drop there? Hopefully nothing that I needed for my live show. I'm pulling plugs on my out of this plug that I got sitting here. Oops. Everything looks like it's going fine. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. That's a really good idea. And that came to me and just in this live just now. And let's see if Cindy could figure something out that way, right? Yeah, it's really starting to get warm in here now. I turned my air conditioner off so that because it's really, really loud. This air conditioner is so much more louder than any air conditioner I ever had. But I guess because it has to come inside the apartment rather than sitting outside the window. Yeah, I have funny windows. I needed a funny air conditioner, but they're very expensive, these air conditioners. They're like $400 or $500, and I couldn't afford that. I was really worried about what I was going to do for an air conditioner. And then my sister says she's buying a new air conditioner. She bought a new air conditioner. She paid like $800 for it. It's like twice the size of this. I don't know why she needed so much BTUs, but she got it for herself. And she said, Cindy, here you go. And yeah, that's how I spent my day today was setting up the air conditioner and trying to get everything done. I got all my laundry done. I got the dishes done. I got the floors done. I got the cat litter done. I organized my desk. I moved things around, right? I set that air conditioner, right? I had to tape it up in the window, and because I have to keep the window open, so I had to figure something out for the roof so that when it rains, it doesn't come into the apartment. And yeah, it took me a while, but I'm kind of proud of myself. It's all done now. Tomorrow, I'm doing 2 live shows tomorrow, back to back. My regular What's My Good Cheer on Instagram. And also, I'm starting a new live show with one of the English teachers. She asked me to join her on her channel. So hopefully some of you will come and join me with English with Parvene on Instagram on her channel. And I'll share the live and hopefully you guys will be able to catch it afterwards. But this will be our first live show, and the topic is it takes all kinds to make the world, right? Because this is important to me. This is important understanding that I have. We're going into a new set of times, people, where things are changing so rapidly. And if we have any hope, we have to come together and understand that it takes all kinds to make the world. And we have to get out of this narrow mindset where that we think that we are certain people or we're above everybody else, and we don't give people second chances, or we judge people by the whole and not on an individual basis, right? So yeah, this is a heavy topic, and it's something that I believe strongly in. And I know people out there have their own opinions and they have their own strong ideas and have been impacted by certain things too, right? That makes it difficult for them to give people second chances and stuff. But I think it's important moving on that we understand that it takes all kinds to make the world. But if we could just stick with each other, the ones where your values are important, because everybody knows here that kindness is huge for me. Like, I have a lot of caregivers here, and caregivers are very kind. They give more themselves than they do for themselves, right? They give everything that they have, and they give it away to others, and they do it cheerfully, right? And willingly. And it's important that everybody understands that everybody matters, that even the small guy has a voice these days if they want, right? If they want. Yeah. I I just noticed, right, that, I'm thinking more and more about the things that are important in my life, right? And those things are the things that I want to just kind of down pack just a little bit more, get a little bit more down packed, and I want to focus on a little bit more. I have a wide range of interests, right? Of loves and things that I'm passionate about, but I have to condense it a little bit more, and I have to really give it some thought about what's most important to me. What do I so want? What is it that I want to do that it's in a manner of, what can I give back to make it feel that I was of value, that my life mattered, right? That my life mattered. And this is a big part of my journey, right? Aw. Yeah, but I will. Well, we got to get that car, don't we? We got to get that car. Something will come to me, right? It has to be some kind of windfall, because working in this job that I have, and now that I'm off for a few extra days, I'm going to be losing some money on my paychecks. I'm not going to be able to put money that I want away. Like, I'm trying not to worry about these things, but at the same time, it's kind of like that obstacles in my pathway of me wanting to get things done, right? So I have to just trust that an opportunity is going to come my way, and I'm going to have a chance to make a little windfall, maybe enough just to get a vehicle that's sturdy enough and reliable enough that, something that I can get on the road, right? But I hope everybody is doing good. I really, really hope. And that was a little bit of a wake-up call. I had to go back in my mind and see my interactions with these people that, this one person who did get the coronavirus that I work with, and say, well, how close did I get? How good did I follow those rules? And how did I protect my guests? Did I do a good job, right? And try not to worry about it at the same time, but reassure myself at the same time that I did do a good job, right? I did do a good job. And if I did get sick, and if I got anybody else sick, right, I did the best that I could with what I had in the moment, right? And I still believe that it was a good thing that our store stayed open, because you know what? People needed to emotionally feel that everything was okay. Even when things were not okay, they needed to find a moment to feel like everything was normal and everything was okay. And we gave that to people at our store. We got so many compliments, and we put a lot of effort to make these visits really, really enjoyable. And on top of that, Sydney's a little bit of a stickler for customer service, and she likes to yap and make people feel good and stuff. That's my magic at my job. Those are my gifts, right? So, and I run a good show, right? I run a good show. My boss knows that she can depend on me, that I'm not going to let anything go screwy, that I'm going to make sure that even if the problems arise, that I'm going to sort that out in a way that, doesn't make anybody else look bad, but at the same time, it's going to happen that, things will just run smoothly, right? When I'm working. And we got a great team. I'm not just the only person that's working hard and doing a good job, right? I work with great managers. I work with great peers. And yeah, we had a little bit of an incident this month. We're going to adapt. We're going to conquer. And we're going to get past this, just like we get past everything else in our lives, right? I really appreciate, we worked hard, and I actually have to pat myself on my back, and everybody should, because I was actually giving some thought to how hard I worked in the past year to get where I am right now. I came very close, and I'm beyond. Like, I have bills out the yin yang, credit cards. Oh my God, hydro bills, like my electrical bills. I have past rent to pay. I'm working on a car. I'm working on a trip, that, there are things that I want to do, right? And yes, I'm getting ahead. And yes, I feel good about what I accomplished. But at the same time, we tend to forget, once we accomplish things, we kind of just, okay, what's next? What's next? But sometimes we just have to stop. And sometimes we just have to stop and look back at what we have accomplished, how, like the hard struggles we had, the anxieties, the problems that we had, and just see how well we actually did do, right? I bet you a lot of us would be very, very surprised about how well we actually did do. I know I have a lot of caregivers here, and a lot of people under our care, right, would have struggled lots without us, right? I just want to take a look at some of these comments here. You guys, what's on your mind before the end of our live? I would love to hear about anything, you guys. Yeah, some beautiful, beautiful sunsets, William. We get a lot of really nice, beautiful sunsets here. And yeah, I'm going to perceive what can I do? A little bit extra effort to try and get some kind of car going or something, because as soon as I can get back on a road, right? And the province is going to be opened up really, really soon. Like I said, we're getting close, and I hope your states and your provinces and your territories, your countries, right, that you'll start opening up too. I haven't been paying too much attention to the news, so I don't know how India is doing, but my thoughts are with India. I hope they're doing okay. I hope that they're doing okay. They got 2.4 billion people in that country, right? And the coronavirus is taking its toll on that country. And I know the different countries in the world, right, are coming together, right, in humanity effort to kind of help India out a bit. But we called this like 2 years ago. We knew what state India was going to be in if they couldn't get control of the virus. 2.4 billion people, right? You know how many people live in one household in India? One person gets that virus, how fast that could spread. And it's not like they can take time off work. Like, they've got to find ways to put roof over their head. They still have to go to the markets. Oh my goodness, so dangerous, right? I can't wait that I talk like that too, because I think there's a little bit of philanthropist opportunities coming my way sometime down the road, right? And I look forward to that opportunity to do something amazing for the people of India. I would love to do something for the people that are in the Syrian refugee camps. It just looks so bad there. Oh my goodness, their hygienic situation is so bad, right? And a lot of these diseases, they get spread because of these unhygienic which reminds me now, what city was it? They just dropped 1,000 feral cats in one of the cities in the States to combat the mouse and rat problems, the infestation of the rodents. Did anybody hear anything about that? Does anybody know what state that was in or what city that was in? Might have been New York. It might have been New York. I'm not quite sure. Oh, yes, I do. I most definitely remember that chocolate bar. Crispy Crunch bar. I love that bar. The little Rice Krispies, crunchies in there. Certainly do remember those. See, now we're catching middle names too. I was actually thinking we have a family middle name in our family, going back hundreds and hundreds of years. We've used the name Theophilus, and I actually Googled this week Theophilus. I've done it once before to see if I can find out something, but there's only a reference to them, a small reference to them in the book of Luke, I think. There was just a sentence. And they say that Theophilus, it means friend of God, right? Theophilus means friend of God. And if I ever make it big, I might change my middle name from Jean to Theophilus, which was my dad's middle name. But in the meantime, yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about my middle name and actually Googled Theophilus to find out a little bit more about him. And it turned out he wasn't a Christian, and he wasn't spiritual, but he was a philosopher. He was a very deep thinker, right? And Luke really liked him, and I guess Luke was trying to convert him in something, and they were having intellectual conversations in the writings, that they letters and stuff, that they correspondence that they had together, right? And I guess that he was trying to convert him to Christianity, or to I think it was spirituality or Christianity he was trying to convert him to. Yeah, probably Christianity, right? Christianity, if it was Luke in the Bible. Yeah, I guess I got that wrong. Oh, so maybe it was New York City. Yeah, because they said that they let 1,000 feral cats loose in the city, in downtown, to combat the rats and the mice infestations that were going on. It might have been New York City. I should have made a mental note of it, but I found it very, very interesting, right? Because this is how these plagues are spread. And there's no reason why we can't get over this coronavirus and then just step into another one right off the hop, but something different, right? Because we didn't keep things up hygienically during this coronavirus. Hopefully we did pretty good. Here in Winnipeg, the homeless has increased quite a bit. I can see that probably addictions has increased a little bit, or at the very least, it's more visible. People are letting their masks down a little bit, so it's more visible to see it in the community. And it can be sad, right? And I listen to it at night, right? Because lots of these people, they live in this building that I live in too. So, when you listen downstairs at the lobby, or people yelling up and they're all drunk or high and stuff, and it's every single day, right? So it's just a matter of having a little bit of compassion for them, but at the same time, paying attention and staying safe, right? Okay, everybody. That's it for tonight. That's it for our Sunday. I'll let you know next Sunday. If you want to know how my test is, you can pop into my lives on Instagram on Tuesday, and I'll let everybody know what the tests were like. Otherwise, I'm sure they'll be fine. But you know what? If they're not, we'll adapt, we'll conquer, and I'll stay within my apartment for 14 days. I know my sisters will take care of me, right? Yeah, get some fluids into me. I have a rough voice tonight, only because I've done lots of lives and I've been talking lots and stuff. And I have all my fluids here. I've got lots of fluids, and and I'm about to give my plant some fluids now too, right? Keep this going. Like I said, it's given me lots of enjoyment, and I think I might keep that tradition, just to keep a little plant on my desk, right? Just to stay with Mother Nature for when I can't get outside. Maybe I'll go for a bike ride now. There's still a little bit of light. The sun has gone down behind the buildings. It's darkening a little bit. But you know what? It's warm outside. Maybe I'll go out, put on a pair of sweats and a t-shirt, and just go for a quick bike ride and get in touch with outdoors a little bit today. I hope you're feeling good, Andrew. I hope Andrew stays healthy. I hope everybody has been getting their vaccines, or at the very least that they're staying safe and keeping those around them safe too. I hope everybody has a great week. We'll see each other on next Sunday. And if you want to come hang out with us on Instagram every single morning, I go live. Tomorrow I'll be doing 2 lives. So everybody, have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.